Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be making Grasshopper Trifle. It's my very own recipe and I want to show you how to make this wonderful trifle. Anything grasshopper is Choc-Mint flavored, so I want to show you what I do to make that happen. Let's get into the ingredients now. To make the Grasshopper Trifle layers, we have got here the 3 chocolate brownie that we made in another video. I have used store-bought brownies, but as we all know, anything homemade is going to be better. So I've done the homemade brownies for this recipe. I've also got Creme Patisserie, which is what we're going to be using for the custard, and it is also in another of my videos. And if you've made trifle before, you would know that with the traditional trifle you would use some form of alcohol like a sherry or something. But today the alcohol we're going to be using is Creme De Menthe. Now Creme De Menthe, it doesn't taste very good by itself. It is an absolute intense flavored mint alcohol cocktail, if you liqueur. So we're going to be sprinkling that over the brownies, and then I've got Peppermint Extract and I've got green food coloring. You'll see what I'm going to do with that. And we've got cream and sugar. And of course what we're going to do is whip the cream and sugar together. Okay, so first what we're going to try and achieve is your first layer, which would be your brownies with the Creme De Menthe. By the way, I like to use a glass because it's individual, and we know that trifle is very messy. It can be if it's in a single serving bowl. If you're going to bring and share and you need to take, your trifle with you, please by all means use, a serving bowl. So all I do is I place the brownies on a sheet of baking paper just so it's easy to pour like that. And then I cut it up. However you like is fine. And then I'm going to pour it into the glass. There you go. And then you're going to just try and get it flat so that it is an actual layer. And then you're going to take your Creme De Menthe. If you don't have a pourer, you just put your thumb over it and sprinkle the Creme De Menthe over the brownies so that it coats it. I would say that's about a teaspoon. I'll show you that again. Sprinkle that over. And coat that. Okay, and so now, next we are going to prepare our custard. What I like to do, just to hint to the person tasting or eating the trifle, is that this is a Choc-Mint flavor trifle. So what I'm going to do now with my custard is I am going to put food color in the custard. That I would say is about 2 tablespoons. I am not going to give you measurements today, simply because I am tinting my custard to the green that I like. And if you make this dish, then please by all means make the the intensity of the green to your liking. Okay, so I like quite an intense green. As you guys can see, I don't want it to look like avocado or anything else, which, you know, we have the risk of that happening. So now what we're going to do is we are going to go to the middle of the glass and we're going to drop in our very green custard. And then just pat it down like that and work it to the ends. Just as best as you can. And then I'm going to do the dessert bowl. Just to show you again, this it does take some working out when you do it the first time. Stay in the middle of your container, just so that you don't mess the sides, and then work it in like that. And keep going if you want more, if you don't have enough, and work it to the edges. At this point, if you like, you can add some chocolate pieces, or even if you have some Peppermint Crisp, you could work that in, just so that you're doing everything you can to infuse the Choc-Mint flavor into your Grasshopper Trifle. And now I'm going to show you, if you don't have baking paper, you would just cut your brownie and place it on the sides and work your way in. Get the edges. And try to get it as flat. Don't press it down too hard, because that is custard down there. And I'm going to do the other container. I'm just trying to get everything level at this point. And then we're going to sprinkle some Creme De Menthe over that again. And yeah, we're just repeating the process. And then again, our custard. Again, we're going to drop this in the middle of the glass. Getting to a point now where we can't make any mistakes. And if you require some finesse, or you need to learn how to do things delicately, I think this would be good training ground. Again, I'm just working it to the edges. And again on the other side. Back in the middle of the glass. And now, again, we're going to sprinkle some Peppermint Crisp chocolate on top of the custard. It's looking yummy. I've got here a piping bag, but not everybody carries piping bags in their kitchen, and I want to make this as simple as possible for you. So what I'm going to show you today is how to use just a Ziploc bag with the scissors. And what I've done is I have whipped up 500 ml of thick cream, and I've added a tablespoon of sugar to it. So now what we're going to do is we're going to open the Ziploc bag and try it halfway. We'll turn it inside out halfway, like that. And what that's going to do is it's going to allow you to fill the bottom of your Ziploc bag easily. I might actually do that a bit more, because this can be very, very messy if it's your first time. Oh, I got by unscathed. And then you're going to fill as much cream as you like into your Ziploc bag. Oops. Then we're going to turn it the right way up again. I'm being a bit awkward. But at least you know it's real. And try and get the ear out a little bit. And then you're going to pick a corner, any corner, and you're going to snip off. I'm gonna go for that much, and then just squeeze. And now comes the delicate part, and you can be as creative as you like with this. I'm just going to first go around the edge and fill it, and then I'm going to grab a knife. And this is what you can do if you don't like the design of it, and if you're being pedantic and if you want to impress your guests, is you can just play around with the cream until you're happy with what you've got. And also, if you feel that the hole is too big, you can just cut the other side. Oh, that's so pretty! And then what we're going to do is we're going to sprinkle some Peppermint Crisp on top of that. Again, I'm just letting the person know that it is mint. And I've got some mint, the top of a mint leaf, mint stem. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop that in there. And there you have it. Grasshopper Trifle. If you like, we can do it again with this smaller glass, which will probably take a bit more finesse. Okay, so first we're going to fill the rest of our glass with cream. Don't worry if you get stuck while you're doing this, because at this point all we're going to do is just level it off. And basically, like, I'm just doing my own thing with this, and it's also, I'll try and do a different one. You can be as creative as you like in your kitchen. And then we could sprinkle it all around this time, and maybe we could have the mint leaf in the middle just to give it some height. That looks insane. And we are going to now eat this up. Guys, remember to please like my video and subscribe to my channel, because we're going to have lots and lots more recipes coming up. I'm gonna, the very last step to your trifle, any trifle, is because there's alcohol in your trifle, you don't want to eat it immediately, because you're going to get this full burst of alcohol, and allowing it to settle in the fridge for at least an hour is going to get rid of that, you know, alcohol taste, and you're just going to be left with the flavor. However, I am going to try it now, and if I grimace, that'll be why. But I just can't wait. No, you can have it straight away. It's gorgeous. The brownies, yum. I hope you get to try this trifle recipe and enjoy. See ya.